Aces in their heroine jerseys as well. Atlanta Dream in their Rebel jerseys. Right away, they go to Asia Wilson, who is trying to bounce back after a tough night in Connecticut.
In their matchups this season, and it probably would have been good for them to get a win, as they may see them down the road.
Outside three. Raquana Williams. This is from outside, and it's interesting to see Raquana Williams and Liz Cambage on the same team. As Tiffany Hayes in that starting lineup.
Maybe three-quarter court, maybe fronter, but she's able to get her ball on the hands way too easily, hands on the ball way too easily early. Keep them off the line and get their bigs in ball screen action. Force their bigs to guard.
Aces, one of the best teams at the free throw line is Monique Billings. Those are two players that you're looking for. Monique Billings to step up, especially on the inside. Chelsea Gray doing Chelsea Gray things on the right side. Elizabeth Williams working against Wilson, and that one's denied. Atlanta gets back in transition, but can't find Jackie Young underneath. Communication. Survey. Rises up on the left side, can't go, but Erica Hamby does finish up the play.
Bring the available number of Dream players down to 8, I believe.
Gary McDonald all the way to the bucket. If there's a player that can come off of the bench with the energy on the floor, getting some major minutes with some key backcourt players for Atlanta. Out of the game, and Gary McDonald is just fearless and misses that one. So they've missed the last 7 shots for the Aces. A dart of a pass to Monique Billings from Gary McDonald. And we're seeing some moves tonight, Regina.
Not enough bodies on the glass for Atlanta in that possession. I get they want to get back in transition, but there was an opportunity for it there.
And there's not much else you can do if you're Monique Billings.
Keep in mind that, again, Asia's coming off of that disappointing game against Connecticut, and Vegas looking to get her going.
Of course we can talk about Gary McDonald, but there is a response from the outside for the Aces.
And when she's hitting from long range, you have to respect the 3 and the drive.
And that's been the difference maker for Atlanta, but it's the missed assignments defensively and the communication. Jackie Young with another easy layup.
Better defense than offense by Asia Wilson.
Monique Billings with the head fake and the one-and-one. And that's going to go against De'Erica Hamby.
Look at De'Erica Hamby run the floor. Great transition defense by Elizabeth Williams.
That is one of the defensive assignments, but De'Erica Hamby so crafty, so shifty, finishing underneath on the floor.
What did Monique Billings have for breakfast?
We'll get the details from Shantiana Keys. Hopefully we'll grab her at some point. Right now the Aces just 1 for 5 from outside. De'Erica Hamby seeing if she can change that, but doesn't. But Chelsea Gray, Asia Wilson for the second time cleanup. Earlier you said it can't happen.
It's been really nice to have a partner who you can share things with and who understands the grind of what it is that we do.
What advice have you given him from making that big jump from assistant coach to now being the head of a program?
He's been a steady voice, and he is very confident in his team's resilience.
Liz Cambage fights for the bucket underneath and actually gets that one to go, as Elizabeth Williams is a little slow to get off the floor. 1-point lead for the Aces. No team has had a bigger lead than 6. And that was actually Atlanta as Elizabeth Williams.
Elizabeth Williams has a tough job. I mean, she is the defensive anchor for Atlanta, and they are going to their bigs. And there she is setting a screen that gets Odyssey Sims open.
De'Erica Hamby playing point guard for the Aces. That's turned over, though. Ari McDonald with the steal. A lot of ball movement. Shakina dialing it in, and the second chance goes down. She says she just needed some time to get her knee right and just still finding her shot. Big one for her. A nice look underneath by Chelsea Gray to Liz Cambage. It's on the sideline for us as well. Early in the second half, they go straight to Asia Wilson. Second chance opportunity, goes back to Asia Wilson, and the second time goes down for Asia. Also just picked up her third personal foul. That last one, Liz Cambage over Elizabeth Williams again. A lot of bodies around Liz Cambage. Chelsea Gray tries to thread the needle to Asia Wilson, nothing there. Odyssey Sims finds the bucket, lucky lefty.
If they allow Vegas to just pound it inside in the half court, it will be a long night.
So Shekinna Strickland picks up her first foul as the outside shot for Raquana Williams finally finds the bottom of the net. Tiffany Hayes trying to work some of her magic. You know when she's feeling it, the spin cycle on the inside, doesn't get it to go. Courtney Williams finally does. A little bit of the backcourt like I got your back there.
Zone for Atlanta.
As you predicted, and Asia Wilson just finds a way for it to fall. That's her sweet spot right at the top of the key. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter as Shekinna Strickland doesn't need much time for it to fly, and that's why. This arena was ready to just let the dream hear it if that one were to fall. A very important game for Atlanta as they're trying to see if they can push through the playoffs as De'Erica Hamby with a powerful move to the basket. Right now, Aces, 2 possessions separate them from Atlanta as Jackie Young knocks down the long 2. Larry McDonald working the baseline, finds Shekinna Strickland. Took a second to get it off, and that's the third triple for Shekinna Strickland.
Bill is going to call for De'Erica Hamby to come out of this game. She was slow on the closeout on that 3.
But not before she can get a nice reverse layup. So Atlanta's biggest lead was 10 in this game. Aces 4, and right now De'Erica Hamby, you can see the struggle and the fight that she has trying to push through this ankle. A heat check from Shekinna Strickland. Plum just connects with Jackie Young.
I mean, you see how quickly Vegas can just get into transition, make you pay.
Lambier, we often talk about how she's able to score. She did it on a very high level while she was at Notre Dame as well as in high school, but her frame and her, I know it's early in the game, but for Atlanta, it would be hard to go against Monique Billings as the player of the game. But Asia Wilson gave her a nice move to get to her bucket on the inside. Didn't take them long to get it to Asia Wilson, and that's definitely why. Tiffany Hayes, lefty, beautiful touch for Tiffany Hayes, and now she's in double figures with 11 points.
Force Courtney Williams to do anything except for go straight up with that jump shot. You've made her change her rhythm.
Tiffany Hayes was left alone underneath by Liz Cambage, but De'Erica Hamby says she's going to call her own number. But it's been just going back and forth. That third quarter for the Aces was huge, where they were able to just get back into the game. De'Erica Hamby was unbelievable. But Tiffany Hayes,
she didn't care about those 4 fouls. She's going to be aggressive.
see a lot of bodies going at Asia Wilson. That frees up Liz Cambage.
And that's something teams are doing to Courtney Williams. On the screen, they are putting their bigs, their size on Williams to cover up shots. And that was about as tough as a bucket.
It's Monique Billings going around Liz Cambage. And Monique Billings, we see you. She's made everyone else better on the floor, but you want to see her get going offensively. Dish on the inside, in one for De'Erica Hamby. And that's a dish from Asia Wilson. Bill Lambier points to her. Number 35 gets up off the bench. And the crowd begins to stand on their feet and give Angel McCautry the much-deserved standing ovation for everything that she's given this franchise. They throw her the ball. The crowd is saying, shoot it, Angel. She doesn't get the bucket. And honestly, Tiffany Hayes rebounded the basketball and looked at McCautry and was going to pass it back to her.